Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Oblivion. We've been asked by Joffrey to look into some spies in the Bruma area. I came here to sell some goods, but noticed that when talking to people, several of the townsfolk had information about strangers in the area.
Is there a problem, citizen?
So let's see if you have anything to say. Strangers in town.
Not on my watch. Captain Bird will know for sure, though. We all report to him.
Okay. Where can I find Captain Bird? Because obviously our compass is pointing us out here to where they say to meet, or that the people meet. But I want to talk to Captain Bird. You're just an ordinary guard. I'm going to assume the captain will either be here in the main area.
Always, yes?
Not you.
The Blackwood Company is gone.
Yep.
Have you ever considered a job in law enforcement?
You're the bodyguard. Countess, do you know anything?
Good to see you again.
Strangers in town.
Not that I can think of. People are mostly staying home, what with all the troubles in the world.
Fair.
It is fashionable to make fun of Breville and Regulus Terentius. Personally, I think it is poor sport to mock the poor and disadvantaged.
Sure.
May luck be always on your side.
Yeah, I don't know where to find the captain.
What is it?
Maybe in the barracks? We might have to give up and just go to where we're supposed to find the strangers.
What is it?
You...
Duty calls.
No. Just noticed that you had your face exposed, not wearing a helmet, so I was hoping you would be the person in
They say that
question.
Oblivion gates have opened outside cities all across Tamriel. Gods preserve us!
Is that still in question? That's a rumor?
Farewell.
Seems pretty clear.
Always a pleasure.
Bruma guard. Jailer. More guards. Okay. I think we're just going to give up on trying to find the captain. Maybe they're wandering town. If we had a quest marker to point to them...
Nimble fingers. What have you been getting into?
Yeah, if we had a quest marker to point to them, then I'd be more inclined to talk to them. But since we don't have a good way of finding them, besides just wandering and hoping we wander into them, I'm going to be fine just giving up on it and going to the Standing Stone, I think we were told, where these strangers hide out. I do need to figure out more about being a vampire as well. That happened at the end of the last episode, and I don't know much about it. I guess if we take off the hood... Yeah, I think there's a bit more of a dark circle around our eyes. And maybe our cheeks are more sunken than we had before. It's not a major difference. And is there some sort of, like, check for when I last drank blood? Which, you know, obviously so far is never. So this is where they meet up. But I think they meet at night. Stones sleep, stones rest this day. So let's wait till night. It's midday. Nighttime, and there are people around the stone.
Our Lord Dagon!
Hi there. Very Farum.
I do die, unbeliever! Be glad you will not live to see the day, Lord Dagon!
Mythic Dawn agent named Severi Farum is dead. I should continue to search for other spies and locate their base in Bruma. Perhaps I should speak to Captain Bird, as Joffrey suggested. Sounds good to me. So we also killed Cyrodiil. Mythic Dawn agent named Gerald is dead. I should continue to search for other spies and locate their base in Bruma. I found a key marked Basement Key. Perhaps this clue can help me locate a Mythic Dawn agent's base in Bruma. Captain Bird may be able to provide some information about suspicious activity. Was there anyone else, a third person? Doesn't look like it. Alright, then let's head into Bruma. Let's see if our quest marker is pointing us to whatever basement in question, or Captain Bird. Seek a cure immediately or you become a vampire yourself. Yes, yes.
What is it?
Can you tell me where to find Captain
What
Bird?
seems to be the problem?
Nope.
Goodbye.
I should go to a chapel because I do have a disease, and even though I'm 100% immune to diseases, I'm apparently not immune to diseases I caught before becoming a vampire. I don't know if this will cure my vampirism. I suspect not. But hopefully it cures the other disease that I have. If we go here... Yeah, drain sneak because of tunnel cough. So if we check now... Yep, we no longer have tunnel cough, but we do still have our vampire skills. So we are still a vampire. And I don't know what that entails. Because there's a few places you can get vampirism intentionally. Like the vampire we met at the start of the Dark Brotherhood. As well as I think the Count, who's a vampire, can infect us.
You look like a shrewd
Turn us,
business-
whatever you want to call it. And they might tell me more if I'd gone through that process. But we didn't.
You're a fit one. Been running a lot?
And yes, we are going into the barracks. So I guess the captain's in the barracks. Either I missed them before or they weren't here before,
met.
and now they are.
Any idea what Grom will do now
Hiding
that
citizen.
old Bainlin is dead? You look like
Is
someone
that
who's
so?
comfortable.
Make it quick. Old Bainlin is dead. I hear it was a horrible accident. He was resting in his chair, and boom! A stuffed head fell on him.
How about that? Yeah, what's the latest on spies?
Except for Gerald coming back from a trip down south, things are pretty quiet. Not much travel right now with the Oblivion crisis. I've told my men to keep a sharp eye out, but I've had no reports of any strangers in town.
So,
What about you? Turned up anything suspicious?
Gerald was a Mythic Dawn agent.
God's blood. So she was the spy? Seems there's no one you can trust these days. Since you're working with Cloud Ruler Temple, I'm going to authorize you to search Gerald's house. I'll pass the word to my men. We won't interfere.
Okay. Anything about the other spy?
I trust that you'll handle things appropriately. The less I know about it, the better.
Really? Like, I get that you're
I'm through talking to you.
authorizing me to
I'm no
investigate myself, even though I'm not a member of the guard. But to have a guard captain say, I don't want to know what you find? That seems weird to me. Like, even if they don't want to take over the investigation, you would think they'd still want to be informed of what's going on in their city. Odd. Well, let's go to Gerald's house.
Hello.
Hello.
What is it now?
Which I guess is here. Open the door with Gerald's key. We also have a basement key, but we found the basement key on the other person besides Gerald. So I don't know if it's Gerald's basement. Well, you do have a trap door. That opens with the basement key. So you gave your other accomplice the key to your basement? Didn't have a basement key yourself? That's weird. Mythic Dawn commentaries 1. Yep, they are definitely Mythic Dawn agents, which we already knew. Gerald's orders. I found a document in Gerald's basement that reveals the enemy's plans. I should show this document to Joffrey immediately. Gerald, the Master was pleased to hear of your activities outside of Coral. The more gates that we open, the nearer we are to the glorious cleansing. The gates had to be personally opened. They didn't just open on their own. I didn't expect that. The Master has chosen you and Severi for a most crucial mission, a sign of your advancement through the ranks of the Chosen. We have learned that the Septim Heir has gone to ground at Cloud Ruler Temple, the lair of the accursed blades. The Master has made its destruction the top priority of the Order, and Lord Dagon has committed whatever resources are required. Pending your reports on the Septim's activities at Cloud Ruler Temple, and your assessment of the Temple's defenses and possible routes of escape, we plan to open a great gate in the open ground before Bruma as soon as possible. Remember, the first 3 lesser gates represent only the preliminary stages of a great gate deployment. Do not in any way compromise your cover in defense of these gates. New ones can be quickly and easily reopened, and once the great gate is opened, the fall of Bruma is assured. Cloud Ruler Temple cannot stand long after that, and the Septim will be caught like a rat in a trap. We would welcome any further details you can offer concerning the Imperial agent who rescued Martin from Kvatch. But again, we caution you, do not risk a confrontation. This individual is not to be trifled with. The dawn is breaking. Ruma Cameron. I guess we want to take those. So, they're going to open up 3 lesser gates. And the 3 lesser gates will then open up into a great gate, I guess. Alright, where is this? Just a giant cave under your house? With a mud crab. And a rat. That looks like a door out. So what's this way? Seems like it was probably a smuggling cave. I doubt they dug this whole cave just for the Mythic Dawn. So it's probably a smuggling cave that leads to their house that they took advantage of for the Mythic Dawn. So where does that pop us out? Okay, just in front of Bruma. So they'd be able to get in and out of the city without going past the guards. Seems a reasonable choice. Well, we should let Joffrey know that they're planning on opening up a bunch of Oblivion gates right outside Cloud Ruler Temple. I don't know the path up here, so I'm just going to teleport. I was looking around, I'm like, I don't remember. It's a big mountain. I'll teleport the couple of feet. Alright, Joffrey. You are in here.
Ma'am?
Hello.
What have you learned about the spies?
Show Joffrey Gerald's orders.
Excellent work. I knew I could count on you. The gods did not idly choose you as their agent, whatever you may think. But it is clear that Mankar Cameron will soon bring all his power to bear against Bruma. I will warn the Countess of the danger. You should speak to Martin. I believe he has made some progress with the Mysterium Xarxes.
Okay.
I will send word to the Countess at once of the danger to Bruma.
I wish I could have helped you deal with the rest of those Mythic Dawn bastards, but it seems you did all right on your own.
Yes. Why are you never reading the Mysterium Xarxes? You're always reading something else.
I've deciphered part of the ritual needed to open a portal to Cameron's paradise. Xerxes mentions 4 items needed for the ritual, but so far I have only deciphered one of them. The blood of a Daedric lord. In fact, Daedric artifacts are known to be formed from the essence of a Daedric lord, from whence they derive their great power. Not an easy thing to come by, obviously, but we will need a Daedric artifact. Bring it to me when you have acquired one.
I'm pretty sure I've acquired several. Anything else about the Mysterium Xerxes?
I've learned that the Mysterium Xerxes is both the gate and the key to Cameron's paradise. In some sense, the book is Cameron's paradise. Manca Cameron bound himself to the Xerxes when he created his paradise, using dark rituals which I will not speak of further. A gate can be opened from the outside, however. It will be more difficult, as I will have to temporarily bind myself to the book. But I believe it can be done. I will continue working to decipher the arcane items needed for the binding ritual.
Okay. Well, I've got Daedric artifacts.
I won't ask what you went through to obtain this, my friend. I know all too well the depravity of the princes of Oblivion. Are you ready to give me the artifact? Remember, the ritual will consume its physical form. It won't be seen again on Tamriel for many years.
Which one? Okay. I was worried that he would just randomly choose something. So the only things that we have that are counting is the Savior's Hide and Azura's Star, which I kind of want both. Arguably, the Savior's Hide isn't great, it's just the best armor I've found. I could get other armor, I'm sure. Not ready to give one up.
As you wish. My preparations for the ritual will be different, depending on the artifact we use. So I'll need it as soon as possible.
Okay.
I think I'm close to deciphering more of the ritual. I hope to have made some progress by the time you return with the Daedric artifact.
I could also optionally do the Molak Ball or Clavicus Vial quests. And then offer up whatever items those give me, if anything. Tempting. I don't have a lion pelt, and I don't know how easy they will be to acquire. So let's do Clavicus Vial. 500 gold is easy.
What do you need, friend?
So yeah, we'll just take a brief detour from helping Martin. Where is this statue? One of Clavicus Vial's worshippers told me that in order to summon the Daedra, an offering of 500 gold must be given to the statue. Yes, but where? Why am I not seeing a quest marker? Am I blind? I'm gonna just quickly Google it. Because I definitely should have a quest marker. Southwest of the Imperial City. East of Saitatar, on the opposite side of the Gold Road. There it is. I was gonna say, surely I found it because it says one of the followers told me what I need to give.
You have been told the proposition. Your donation for a possible audience with Clavicus Vial. The choice is yours. Daedra lords demand offerings and services. If you won't do as you're told, just forget about it.
Okay.
Do not test his patience.
You wish to offer 500 gold to the altar of Clavicus. Yes.
A mortal! Wonderful. Always a pleasure. Perhaps you'll do service for me, mortal, and I'll reward you. A fair bargain, don't you think? You will retrieve for me a sword. A very special sword. It contains the soul of Umbra, a hero I have had dealings with in the past. Bring the sword to me, and I'll reward you with my mask. You'll not find a better bargain, mortal. Begin your search in Hell's Gate.
Okay. When I gave my offering to the Shrine of Clavicus Vile, the Daedra Lord told me about Umbra, and how he wishes me to return to him the Umbra sword. I should start my search at Hell's Gate, which is just down the road. I think we went into an Ayleid ruin.
Hello there.
Hello! Hey! Pay attention! In your pack!
What's going on with you?
I swear, you heroes are particularly quick on the uptake. I'm Barbas, the Hound of Clavicus Vile. Not that I've always been Hound, or always been called Barbas. I've also been a Red Guard. For a while,
I'm trying to get the subtitles back.
But for now, I am his Hound, and I serve the Lord Clavicus. A word of advice here. You've made a bad deal. This Umbra, bad business. Things always end badly where that one's concerned. Clavicus has always been a little blind to that, and it'll end badly this time too. So just leave things be. Walk away. It's your best bet, really.
Barbas, the Hound of Clavicus Vile, has spoken to me through the figure that appeared in my back. He tells me that returning the Umbra sword to Clavicus Vile is a mistake likely to cause great ruin to Vile's domain. I know it would be hard in games, but if you have major quest dialogue that's got subtitles, I wish the random NPC chatter wouldn't overwrite that and make it go away. Like, I want to see that, because particularly if they're quiet or have an odd tone to the voice that makes it harder to hear, subtitles are nice. Anyway, we have a dog statue or something that was speaking to us. I don't know. So the statue has told us to walk away. Statue of a dog. So Clavicus Vile wants us to get Umbra. Barbas told us not to. But we don't really have any other direction to go on besides just to go do it.
Welcome to Pell's Gate. What brings you around here?
Tell me about Pell's Gate.
We're a small community, mostly keep to ourselves. Can't say it isn't nice to see a new face around, though.
But yeah, I think we met a person called Umbra in Ayleid Ruin early on in the playthrough.
Best way to take out a skeleton is with a big weapon. Forget spells. Just smack them and watch the bones fly. I know of Umbra, but you're a stranger to me, and I'm not talking.
Let's see if one of your other friends is willing to talk.
What is it now? Welcome to Pell's Gate. What brings you around here? Fighting's easy. Just lead them out on the water and shoot them full of holes. If you've got a bow, of course, and can walk on water. Umbra? You need to speak with Rocky the Wide. I've got nothing to say about Umbra. Goodbye.
How are you?
Okay, so you're the only one who will tell me about Umbra, probably.
Welcome to Pell's Gate. What brings you around here? Mud crabs. What's the point? Annoying buggers. Though the meat isn't bad.
And yeah, you can't tell me either.
Goodbye.
Welcome to Pell's Gate.
All right.
All right.
I can persuade you. Yes. Yes. No, no. Okay.
Well done. whatever you don't. What a dumb joke. That's just not. What a great. Yes, what nonsense. Really? Yes, what? That's just not funny. That's just stupid. No more. Don't try to manipulate me. No more. Don't. That's. I wish I could say that.
Okay,
Well, that's
we've
not
maxed you
bad.
out. You willing to talk now?
Umbra? That's a name I haven't heard in a while. And it's not one you should be using around Pell's Gate, either.
Before I go on, let's clear something up. Are you here asking about the sword or the person? Which is it?
The sword.
It's a powerful sword, no doubt about that. Jet black, got a wicked edge on it, and they say it can steal a man's soul. I know of at least one soul it stole. Lenwyn. She's the one who found the blasted thing. I suppose you want to hear about the person now.
Yeah, tell me about the person.
Who is Umbra? I can tell you who Umbra used to be. Lenwyn. She's my apprentice, or at least she was, until she found that sword. Never did say where it came from. She just showed up with it one day, said it was called Umbra. But she was different. She'd always been fair with a sword, but she began looking for fights, became bloodthirsty, and then started calling herself Umbra after the sword. Finally signed on with some mercenaries, but I hear that ended too. We haven't seen her in years.
Where is she now?
Can't say for sure. Some say they've seen her nearby, near the Vindasal ruins. Might just be wishful thinking, though. If she's around, she hasn't come into Pell's Gate. Nor should she. I fear that girl is long gone. If you seek her out, take care. She's a powerful one, or at least that sword is. I'd steer clear if I was you.
Okay. Anything further about Umbra?
I can't tell you any more than I already have. I'm sorry. I wish you luck. I fear you'll need it.
Okay, so they've seen her near Vindasal, which is probably the ruin I recall seeing her in. I don't know if the sword is something that we could take to Martin, because it seems like it'd be good for everyone if that sword was destroyed. Oh, hi there. But Clavicus Vile said that we would get a mask if we completed the quest. Okay. She's in that direction. Oh, I was like, wow, the rat survived? The rat did not survive. Oh. Poison, I think. And the poison effect is still going? Is that something that is bugged out? Like it did before? I'm gonna assume it's a bugged out effect and I'm not supposed to be taking permanent ongoing damage. So let's get out of here. And hope that when I leave the ruins, whatever's going on will stop. That does seem to be the case. Now I want a magic healing. Yeah, I guess my best magic healing is you. Let's put that onto 1. Oh, I already had it on 8. What used to be in 1? That might have been Soul Trap now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. This all got screwed up when things didn't work the way I expected them to, but I can do a bit of healing. Then try and figure out what's up with this ongoing damage. Because we didn't take damage when we were going down there, and then suddenly now it's just permanent while we're in there. I'm gonna save and reload. It feels like something is glitched out. Yeah, with a save and reload, I'm no longer taking ongoing damage. And anything that saving and reloading changes is a bug. So yeah, we're going to take ongoing damage if we get too close to that. I'm wondering if I can stay near the edges if whatever that was won't happen again. Seems to be. Because yeah, I would have no idea how to get through this if we're going to take tons of damage. I think last time that happened, I wasted tons of potions before I really realized it was definitely a bug. So you're Umbra. Yeah. I don't want to kill you.
Get out of here while you can.
Seems like you were a good-ish
risk
person.
Much by speaking to me. You should leave this place. Now.
Tell me about Umbra.
Umbra is my blade. It is who I am. Who I was meant to be. For years I have fed my blade the souls of man and mer. Warriors and priests, kings and paupers, men, women and children, all have bled for me. I have seen them all fall, and still Umbra hungers for more.
Huh. You've killed kings, plural, and children. Again, there's the question of how much of this is really your decision and how much you're being possessed by your sword. I spoke to the people at Pell's Gate about you.
Do not speak to me of that place. It was another lifetime. It was before I became what I am now. Perhaps they sent you to kill me. Are they worried I might come in the night and burn their village down around them? No matter. I am what I've become, and I know my fate. But what of you? What is it you seek? My death? My blade? I offer you a choice. More than I have offered most. Stay here and die, or leave now and live your life. Speak to me again when your mind is set.
This is your out, friend. Leave it alone. How about we just march on back to the shrine and tell Platycus the deal is off? Sure, he'll be a bit put off, but you won't be dead. At least, you probably won't. That's better odds than you're getting here.
Umbra will feast on your soul.
What do you think the chances are that I can pickpocket her?
Pickpocket! Stop! Thief!
So no, we can't pickpocket the Umbra off of her. Which is what I was hoping for. Since you're not going to attack me until I give you an answer, I can just loot all of your things in front of you. But yeah, to me it seems like she has hidden away here which feels like she doesn't actually want to be fighting. The fact that she talked and gave us a chance also feels like she doesn't want to fight. That it's the sword making her and she's trying to resist it. Maybe? Or maybe that's just wishful thinking on my part, to think that she's not actually a villain. Particularly because there's someone who knew her before and thought she was a good person and his apprentice and doesn't want harm to come to her. So I'd like there to be a way that I can handle this without killing her, but I doubt that's going to be a thing, since I can't pickpocket her.
I assume you've made your choice. Umbra hungers. What shall it be?
We fight. Sorry.
Come then. Try your luck. Feel the bite of Umbra.
Yeah, you're not going to win this. Oh, you're casting Soul Trap on me. So if I die, yeah, you eat my soul. Which I guess is fair. It's kind of what you said. What is that other spell effect on me? Weakness to normal weapons. So you do 7% more damage to me. And 30-second Soul Trap is pretty powerful. But no, you're super gonna lose. Like, not even close. I could have probably beaten you with my bare hands. Sorry. I will leave all of your ebony gear. And I'll just take the sword. So Umbra, what's your deal? Soul Trap on strike. It doesn't give the same weakness to melee weapons that I had on me. 120 seconds though. That would be a very good weapon for refilling soul gems. 120 seconds? I've retrieved the Umbra sword.
I'm telling you, don't bring that sword back to Clavicus. It'll ruin him, I'm sure. I mean, not completely. He's still a Daedric prince and all that. Look, keep the sword if you want. That's your decision. But don't give it back to Clavicus. He doesn't know what's good for him sometimes. Ah! Oh!
Alright, looks like that didn't permanently stick the effect on. And yeah, we're gonna go back to Clavicus. Though it's possible I could give this sword to Martin. And then I don't know what happens with the Clavicus quest. This guy standing up every time I come out is amusing. That's amusing. The statue has in fact changed to get rid of the dog, because I have the statue of a dog in my pack.
You've brought the sword! Now give it to me. As we agreed, Umbra and I have unfinished business.
Do you return the Umbra sword to Clavicus Vial? Yes.
Excellent! A pitiful sword with a pitiful soul in exchange for a mask fit for a god. You've gotten the better of this bargain, mortal. Now, I have business to attend to. Run along. Perhaps I'll be looking for you again.
Clavicus Vial appreciated my efforts. He has taken the Umbra sword and rewarded me with the mask of Clavicus Vial. Fortified personality, 20 points. That's not terrible either. Currently I've got the hood on that I think gives me slightly less melee damage. Doesn't really look particularly good, but it's a thing.
Oh well, been good knowing you, kid. Back to being his hound for me. As for you, Good luck, I guess. I've met worse.
Thanks, Barnabas. Well, that should be what I need for Martin, because I'm happy to get rid of this mask. "20 points of personality isn't that amazing. I guess if that's the case, I should put back on my hood. But maybe we save giving the mask to Martin in the next episode. Did someone just drop a sword on the ground? Weird. Yeah, but we'll give the mask to Martin next time. See where things go from there. So for now, thank y'all for watching, and I will see you guys then. Bye.